This bike looks absolutely incredible, but there's one massive question nobody is asking. What if Kawasaki brings back the legendary ZRX400 and completely misses the soul that made people love it in the first place? Because right now, rumors around a new retro four-cylinder Kawasaki are getting louder than ever. And if these rumors are true, this could become the most exciting retro motorcycle of 2027, or one of Kawasaki's biggest mistakes. At first glance, the idea sounds perfect. A modern Kawasaki ZRX400, inline-four engine, retro muscle styling, old-school attitude with modern technology. Sounds like a dream bike. But here's the problem. Modern retro motorcycles are starting to lose something important: character. And for a motorcycle like the ZRX, character matters more than horsepower. In this video, we're breaking down what Kawasaki could be planning, why the internet is suddenly obsessed with the return of the ZRX400, and whether this retro beast could actually dominate the market in 2027. Because honestly, if Kawasaki gets this right, Honda and Yamaha could have a serious problem. Back in the 1990s, the original Kawasaki ZRX models were something special. Big tank, aggressive stance, muscle bike proportions, that unmistakable Lawson-inspired attitude. The ZRX wasn't trying to be elegant. It looked angry, and that's exactly why enthusiasts loved it. The smaller ZRX400 became especially popular in Japan's domestic market, developing a cult following thanks to its inline-four engine and raw Street Fighter personality. Even today, old ZRX models still get massive attention online, not because they're the fastest, but because they feel alive. And now, Kawasaki may finally be preparing a modern comeback. The biggest question is this: what engine would Kawasaki actually use? Because recent rumors strongly suggest Kawasaki is exploring a retro 400cc platform based on the Ninja ZX4R engine. And if that happens, this changes everything. Why? Because the ZX4R engine is not a normal 400cc engine. It's a screaming inline-four, high-revving, aggressive, exotic sounding. In today's motorcycle market, that's extremely rare. Most manufacturers are moving toward cheaper twin-cylinder setups for emissions, cost efficiency, and easier mass production. But Kawasaki? Kawasaki still understands emotional motorcycles. That's why bikes like the Z900 RS became so successful, because they didn't just sell specifications, they sold feeling. And this is where the potential ZRX400 gets dangerous. Because imagine this: classic 90s muscle bike design, paired with a modern screaming four-cylinder engine. That combination could instantly create one of the most desirable retro motorcycles in the world. But there's also a serious risk here: price. A four-cylinder 400cc platform is expensive. Some riders online are already worried that a ZX4R-based retro bike could become too costly compared to twin-cylinder competitors. And honestly, they might be right. Because retro buyers are emotional buyers. They want style, sound, identity. But they also want value. If Kawasaki pushes the price too close to larger motorcycles, buyers may start looking elsewhere. And that's where Honda becomes dangerous. Rumors around new retro Honda four-cylinder projects are also growing, especially in the midsize segment. Meanwhile, Yamaha continues building strong neo-retro identity with the XSR lineup. So Kawasaki cannot afford to get this wrong. Not in 2027. Not in this market. But despite the risks, people are excited for one reason. Modern motorcycles are becoming too similar, too clean, too digital, too safe, and riders are starting to miss bikes with attitude. You can actually see this trend growing across motorcycle communities online. Retro sport bikes, retro naked bikes, 90s-inspired machines. People want motorcycles that feel emotional again. And the ZRX formula fits perfectly into that movement. Because unlike softer retro bikes, the ZRX always had aggression. It wasn't elegant nostalgia, it was muscular nostalgia. That's a huge difference. So, would a 2027 Kawasaki ZRX400 actually work? Honestly, yes. But only if Kawasaki understands what made the original special. This bike cannot feel generic, it cannot feel watered down, and it absolutely cannot become just another retro-styled commuter bike. The moment Kawasaki loses the raw attitude, the ZRX name stops meaning something. But if they truly combine modern reliability, a screaming inline-four, classic muscle bike styling, and real emotional character, this could become a future cult motorcycle almost instantly. Not just another retro bike, a legend reborn. So let me ask you, if Kawasaki actually releases a new ZRX400 in 2027, would you buy one? Or do you think retro motorcycles are becoming overhyped? Comment yes or no below. And for honest motorcycle breakdowns without the hype, subscribe to NDSTV.